I gave my drawing to Nee, depicting her walking up the launch pad to embark on our mission. It seemed to make her happy, and she grinned and reassured me that her grandparents would love it. I smiled. Her family was important to her, so my choice of drawing was correct. We sat in the canteen during lunch break when Eva ran in and cried out, "Rea, we got it! Come!" I blinked and looked at her. "Rea, the scanners picked up something. Come!" I rushed after her to the command center. Could it be that after 9 months of nothing, we had finally detected an anomaly in the background radiation? It could, of course, be a false positive, exactly as it had happened before. But I was pretty sure Eva was aware of the possibility and had cross-checked the results before she ran to the canteen. Knowing her, it was an 88% chance that she had done it. We ran into the command center, and I sat at my console to begin analyzing the data. Eva stood behind me and looked at the screen, resting her hands on my shoulders. "Look, Ria, look! We got it! We got it!" She pointed at the screen. I smiled at her excitement. "You might be right. Let me double check the results, but I'm 98.9% sure that they are correct." She smiled and leaned forward, looking at the screen as I ran the final test. Her face was almost next to mine, but it didn't distract me this time. My cognitive systems ran at full capacity, examining the results and seeking any other explanation for the responses the scanners produced. But there were none. "And?" Eva asked impatiently. 94.1% correct. The final report is due in 47 seconds. "You're amazing, Ria. I love you so much." I looked at her and smiled. "The results are correct to 99.98%. We got it, Eva. Your thesis was right." She stepped back and looked silently at the holoscreen. Was she overwhelmed with the discovery? I wondered, as I scanned my database for an answer that would explain her sudden silence. Her behavior matched the pattern in my database, and I got up and put a hand on her shoulder. "Take your time, Eva." I smiled. She blushed and looked down, then shook her head and smiled at me. "I'm fine. I just got carried away. I'm sorry." I realized that the efforts I had put in to upgrading the recalibration algorithm had been rendered useless, but I didn't mind it. I wanted Eva to be happy, and I got what I wished for. Now, with our new discovery, I would find plenty of tasks to keep me busy. I had already started to plan my next projects when Nee and Sven walked in. "So you two got us a Nobel Prize?" Sven chuckled. Nee hugged us, making Eva blush again. "So, how shall we celebrate?" Nee said. Before we had any chance to offer a suggestion, she continued, saying, "I will come up with something." Eva nodded, but I wasn't sure if she agreed just to keep Nee happy. In the evening, we gathered in the canteen and spent long hours discussing the results and their implications. We still had a lot of work to do, but at least we had a lead to follow up on. It was more than I had. I was still confused by what I felt, and no closer to understanding it than before. Should I try to go back to the way things used to be, even if I knew it was futile? Eva tried to. At least there was a 74% chance that that was what she was doing. Even if her efforts had no chance of success, they showed me that she at least was aware of the anomalies. Could we cooperate to solve the problem? I analyzed the possibility, but soon discarded it. There wasn't enough hard evidence for those anomalies, just my feelings. How could I explain to her what the problem was, if I could not understand it in the first place? Things such as I felt a wave of unspecified emotions that flooded my systems when I held your hand belonged to the world of K-dramas that Nee watched, not to the real world, which was based on objective facts that anyone could agree on. So there was no way she would understand what I meant. I considered asking her if she was trying to reverse her behavior to the time before the anomalies started to appear. But since I didn't have a clear definition of them, how could I create an inquiry she could understand? I really wished that my manual would be better at explaining what my emotions meant and what I should do about them. But unfortunately, it wasn't. It only mentioned those capabilities, but didn't even provide a checklist that I could follow when I was faced with them. On the other hand, humans didn't seem to be better equipped than I was to manage their emotions. So were those emotions a defect, shared by both androids and humans? If that were the case, why had no one tried to rectify it? And why couldn't you build a powerful quantum chip without giving androids the ability to experience something so irrational and uncontrollable as emotions? All those questions flooded my systems, keeping me restless as I lay in bed, listening to the sound of Eva's soft breath that filled our cabin.